Hi everyone, today I'm doing a review for Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Dreadwind. This is what he looks like out of the package. He's got trading card, instructions, weapons and accessories on the right. And let's take a look at his trading card first. He's got a nice artwork that you see on the front of the package as well. And he's Alchemist Dreadwind, so he's got a special power that activates a shadow spark in other bots. Looking at his instructions, they show you how to transform him from robot to plane mode and back, but also he has a combiner mode, so you can use him as an arm or a leg for a bigger combiner robot. And I will show you how to do this in the later part of this review. And let's put the accessories on him. Put his gun on his right arm and power armor on his left. Holds them securely, as you can see. And an added feature in this series of robots is you can flip down the panel on the front of their chest and then mount the power armor on his chest, which looks a bit cute to me, like he's carrying a little baggie in front of him. Taking a closer look at his sculpt and his paint right now, he's got some yellow on the eyes, painted mouth plate and the ears as well. They're using a nice purple plastic for his head that's got a little bit of shiny particles inside. Moving down to his chest, he's got more paint for the Decepticon logos and some red over here. He's painted over here on his abdomen area, grey paint on his hands, more silver on his lower legs. His upper legs are not painted at all. Silver on his lower legs and a nice grey on his feet. In my opinion, they've used a very nice combination of purple, green, and the light and dark greys for a look that's very reminiscent of the G1 Decepticons. Now, taking a look at articulation, he's got head on a swivel, swivel for the shoulders, hinge that goes out, swivel biceps, bend at the elbow. That is a bit weird of a joint that goes loose, but they're actually ratcheted. And he's got a swivel at the waist, ball joints at the hips, so he goes the split about that far, and then forward and backward that far. Swivel at the thigh, and hinged knees that don't really go all the way to 90 degrees, just less than 90 degrees, and no articulation at the ankles. So for size comparisons, here he is with a Legends class, and the combined duocon of the Legends class Battle Trap, as well as a deluxe from Titan's Return line, Misfire, as well as Voyager Cyclonus, which I will show how to combine them together in a while. So let's go ahead and transform him from robot into plane mode. We turn his head around, bring the cockpit from his back upwards to cover his head. Nice clicking sounds. Now bring his arms downwards. They rotate on a little linkage over here on his shoulder. Next up, we gotta flip him over to the back, open up these panels on his legs, and bring his legs upward into his body, like so. So you gotta make sure that these small parts actually face you with the holes, and they should fit in nicely. Now that he's like in this shape, we go back to the back of his lower legs, bring the wings up, and now on the back of his lower legs, you fold them forward into the main body. So now we go to the right side of the plane. There is a peg over here That's where you want to connect the arm in. So the arm should fit securely in plane mode. And there's another peg here. And that's where the wing taps into his arm securely. We do that for the other side as well. First, the peg on his lower arm, then the peg for the wing. And now to the back, we flip down his tail fins. And yeah, we have him in plane mode now. Now to peg on his accessories, his gun goes onto the top, this hole over here. So he pegs in securely for a gun on top of his plane. But you can also peg in his prime armor over here, like so. And he's got pegs on the sides, the bottom on the or of the plane, or over here on his wing, or on the sides of the main plane body. So I prefer to peg the gun onto this peg hole over here. Oh, it looks pretty cool. I still prefer to keep him in his plane mode without his prime armor pegged on. So here's some size comparisons with a Legends, a Deluxe, pretty comparable in size, and finally Voyager Cyclonus. Alright, now let's get him into combiner leg mode. So first thing you do is flip his wings and his tail fin upward, and now you have to release this portion, pull out his cockpit. Now attach his cockpit to the back, just like how you would do it for his robot mode. And moving back to the front, rotate his head forward now, and then pull up the combiner port, close up this portion, and you're done. So this is his leg mode, but the Power Master does not come with a foot for his leg mode. So I'm just attaching on a third-party add-on for the feet, and combining him with Bruticus. You gotta put the combiner port into there. And this is what Bruticus looks like. Looking pretty good, with Dreadwind as his foot or his leg. And attaching him to combiner form of Galvatronus now. And he looks pretty good. This was my original idea of having him in his combiner form, so that Galvatronus has some nice combiner members that would match him with the colors like purple and green and gray. To bring him into the combiner arm mode, it's almost like transforming him back into robot mode. So take the combiner port and push it forward like that. Open up his legs now. Untap the wings. And fully extend his legs. Might be easier to separate his legs and do them separately. Yeah, so now you gotta make sure that this peg hole is facing backward, or rather facing outward, so you can tap the back of the legs in. Now bring his wings down and tap them nicely. Here, I'll show it to you on the other side as well. There's a peg here, and there's another peg here. So now just put his robot legs together, and that will form the lower part of the arm. And bring his arms upward You should hear a click when you bring his shoulders together, like so. Clicking here. And yeah, turn his arms around the way to the back, bend them to the back. So this is the arm mode, and you connect his prime armor to the bottom. It functions as an arm, as a hand rather. So this is his arm mode. Yeah, and the last step is you gotta swivel his waist this way so that the arm can bend, and then yeah, have the prime armor fist face this way. I must mention that the prime armor fist doesn't fit in there too tightly or too securely, so it comes off pretty easily. You could tighten that with some super glue or some nail polish or floor polish. And now we're going to combine him with Galvatronus. Colors match, looks really good with the purple hands as well. And putting him on with Shockwave, so he holds. What you have to do is pack this into his pseudo peg on his thumb over here. But as you can see, he doesn't hold Shockwave too well because the fin from his plane interferes with Shockwave a bit over here, and since the prime armor hand doesn't fit in there so securely, it drops off. So some final thoughts on Dreadwind. I think he's a great homage to his G1 form in his robot and plane modes, especially the colors. In his combined mode, he functions okay as an arm or as a leg, but the prime armor just doesn't do so well as a hand in the combined mode. And plus, he's got this second thumb or sixth finger, which looks really weird. I'm just curious to see what Hasbro will release as a combiner foot prime armor. I'm also really interested to see what Darkwing looks like combined with Dreadwind for the big plane mode, and as well as combining with Galvatronus. Also, I want to see what Hasbro has to release for, equivalents of the other limbs for a combiner. If you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and thank you so much for watching.